Yo, YouTube, what is up? This is Bowen here, and yeah, so EarthBound, it was like a 1994-ish game, I think. I think it came out in like 1994. It was a pretty unknown game, but back in the day when I was a little guy, I got my hands on this game. I played it maybe once. Didn't get very far because I was pretty young, but I do remember I kind of liked it. It was a lot different from any game I've ever played. So I seen this on the eShop for Wii, and I decided to buy it. Now, if you guys don't know what EarthBound is, it's probably, I'm pretty sure it was like, like one of the first RPG role-playing games that really a lot of people praised it for basically being like the first really RPG on the Super Nintendo to really, grab people's attention. It was really popular in Japan, but I think it sold like, half the sales in Japan, or half the sales in North America than in Japan. But recently, they done polls on like what games you wanted to see come back as virtual downloads, and I think like 2 or 3 years in a row, EarthBound was rated #1. It picked up a lot of hype since then, and actually it's actually very hard to find EarthBound for the old Super Nintendo. It's almost like impossible, and actually if you have like a EarthBound game, it is actually worth quite a bit of money if it's in decent condition, or if it's like still packaged up. If it's still packaged up, I don't really know what you're doing with an still packaged up EarthBound, but that's even worth a lot more money. But anyways, so this is a very good game. Basically, it kind of it's a pretty easy game. It was very different when it first came out, as far as what most people were used to as in games. Most RPGs, typically use swords or whatever to do your battles. This was a little bit different. This used like baseball bats and yo-yos. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of this whole game. This first part, basically it's kind of, an intro. You don't really do a whole lot. But so I just decided to cut this all up. And the second video, it'll be like the first boss battle, and yeah, it's good stuff. So I'll be walking through it and telling you guys everything about it. Now, the cool thing about this game is this was like one of the first games as well to like really start to like try to bring humor into games. If you read the billboards and stuff, it'll play on. It's mostly all North American humor. Basically, I don't know what it was. Like the Japanese, I guess they made a video game to kind of play on North American humor, and they do it actually quite well in this game. They do they do make fun of like our I don't know what it is, like our culture or whatever, but it's all good. So yeah, we're just heading up to the meteor right now, because I'm only 8 years old and my mom's letting me go outside at night. It's kind of like that stuff right there. Like, who would ever let their 8-year-old kid go outside? But we finally get up to the top, and we meet this guy. I'm pretty sure he's like a pedophile. He wants me to go in his house, but only like when I'm by myself. And then he wants me to go down in his basement where it's really dark when I'm only by myself. He's kind of weird. But we'll get to him later. And like I said, we gotta find out what the meteor is about. And for some reason, all the police in this town, they shutting roads down. That's all they do. They be shutting roads down. I don't know why. They don't let you go nowhere. But yeah, and then my boy that lives right next to me, he's he's I don't know. He's getting on the cops' nerves. And I'm supposed to do something about it, but they won't let me do nothing about it. So then I just gotta go back to sleep. and then you know, I don't know. There's definitely some flaws in this game, but it is kind of funny. You do have to actually take your time to get all the humor, because you have to read what everyone's dialogue is, and because if you just like go through it, you won't get all that humor. But there's actually quite a bit in the game. And yeah, so I'm like, right now I'm still trying to figure out like what am I supposed to do, because like the police, they want me to get rid of Pokey, but they're not telling me how to do it. And then even when the cop asked me, he's like, hey, will you help us out? I'm like, sure, I'll help you out. And then I go to talk to Pokey, and he's just like, dude, just go home, man. I got this under control. I'm gonna just wait till the officers leave. And then my mother's like, oh man, oh, I'm so glad you're home, but you don't have to talk about it right now because it's really late, even though I let you go outside. So why don't you just go to bed? And I'm like, all right, I'll go to bed. And then that's when the story starts. And yeah, that's it for this video. Appreciate it. If you guys would like the video, comment and subscribe. And peace, guys. I will be back pretty soon with some new gameplay and some actual fighting and stuff like that. All right, see you guys.